Hi kids, and welcome back to Child Watch, aka Miss Amanda's house. And not only are we seeing this one little corner of Miss Amanda's house today, but I'm actually going to show you a good portion of Miss Amanda's yard because Mother's Day is Sunday. Alright kids, paying attention, parents, dads, Mother's Day is Sunday. So I mean, y'all know how to do cards and stuff like that, so I was thinking what we could do as a craft for Mother's Day. And I mean, do make your mom a card. Paper in half, write some notes, color picture. So I was like, well, what is a common gift for Mother's Day? And a lot of times it's flowers. And you can go outside, you can find some, you can buy a bouquet. Flowers. There's lots of flowers around Mother's Day. So I was like, all right, why don't we learn how to press flowers? Now, if you guys have never pressed flowers before, that's what I'm going to show you. But if you've never heard of it, it's when you take a flower and you squeeze it tight until it dries out via a book or a flower press. If you have a flower press, I mean, you don't need a book, but a really heavy book or two. And then after a couple days, maybe a week, you open it up and it's really pretty. The colors aren't as bright, but it's dry and it's really thin. It's flat, like in a cartoon when somebody gets hit like by an anvil or something and they're flat for a minute before they get picked up and shaken out. It's really flat, like a little piece of paper. And then I thought maybe today I'll show you how to press flowers, because if your mom gets flowers for Mother's Day, which, I mean, take into account that we're doing this activity, you might want to get her some. But, you know, if you guys have flowers in your yards or around your house, now don't pick your neighbor's flowers. Don't pick flowers on display somewhere. But, like, you can buy them, or you can go to a park and they have little, like, not in the flower beds, but the wildflowers. Pick wildflowers only. Or if you have a garden specifically for that. If your mother says you can pick this, that, or the other. But please don't raid your mother's flower gardens. We're going to be looking mostly at wildflowers, and I'm going to show you, my mom has a rose bush, and I'm going to cut one rose off to show you guys what we're going to do with roses, because you can't press the full rose because it's too wet. The thing about pressing flowers is you have to dry them out. And roses are so, like, the place where the flower meets the stem is so fat, it's so full of moisture that they don't press right. And there's a lot of bigger flowers that are like that. But we're going to look at a lot of different ones today. I want some honeysuckle. Dandelions don't press well. Don't try dandelions. Especially if you're using a book, you don't want to do any kind of flower that is going to be wet, because it will ruin the book. If it gets too wet, it will seep onto the page, and that's just nasty. So we're going to go outside. We're going to pick some flowers. I'll get some special scissors. If you're going to have a rose or any sort of real flower that you pick yourself, you're going to have to ask for help, because those stems are really thick. Not to mention, most of them have thorns, like me, Amanda Thorne. That's my last name, if anyone was paying attention. Or any other sort of flower that has stems thick enough or pliable enough that it's going to be hard to break. You're going to need to use a nice strong set of scissors, maybe even specifically for that. I've got some like shears that are not for flower cutting, but that's what we're going to use them for today. Safety scissors probably will turn sideways, and it's probably a lot more dangerous to do that than just cutting paper. So I would ask that you ask for help if you need scissors to cut flower stems, because it's kind of tricky. So we're gonna go out. We're gonna pick some flowers, and then I'm gonna show you how to press them, the different kinds, and arrange them. And then we're gonna leave them. And then in a couple days, maybe I'll make another video, and we're gonna see what things we can do with them. Put them in cards, and I'll have some arranged today that you can leave as they are, because you will need paper for this. You will need really heavy books, paper, and flowers, and that's it for this portion. For the crafts, I'm thinking maybe I'll show you how to laminate with a pocket lamination, not heat. Just a regular self-laminating little pouch. Beep, beep. I've done that with flowers before. I'll show you those probably. And we might try some other little crafts, how to move them around and arrange them with tape. And maybe maybe some hot glue wax stamp steels. Like, that might be a little bit specialized. But I mean, the adults can learn from this too. It's kind of a romantic thing to do. And I mean, you could also put a really small one. You might even be able to fit in a locket and put a little hot glue over that, and it would kind of seal it. Or an epoxy if you're an adult and really wanting to get fancy. But I'm not going to be messing with any epoxy today. So let's go outside. Miss Jessica will be with me in just a second to man the camera. Hey guys, we're going to go outside and pick you your flowers. But we can't leave. There's a spider. It's a big one. Meet the third sister. That's Danielle. We can't get it. And we're outside of Miss Amanda's house. Lots of yard. Like I said, dandelions are not good. See how much is right there? That's the problem. But I'm gonna take one and we're gonna see if I can cut that off or something. We'll see how it goes. Probably not. I don't know about clovers, but there's lots of clovers and I'm fond of them. So let's give that a try. And then let's grab, well, wait, look at here. Look at these little ones. Well, these are kind of harder to pick because they run along the ground, but they're so cute. Come on, some of these. I'll lose those, they're so small. Never mind the noise of the roads in the background. Alright, let's see about that rose real quick before we move on. Like I said, parental help, permission, supervision, guidance, whatever. Also, these do have thorns, and watch out for ant hills, guys. It's not fun. Also, bugs, because I almost picked that one and there's a spider in it. I don't want to go in there. Look at puppies. Now, you don't need a ton of, actually, I'm going to cut even more off. On the smaller flowers, you want more stems so you don't lose them. These big flowers, you don't want the stem. In fact, if I can cut that off right there, I probably will later. Dogs.
Quiet, Liam.
You want to see our doggies? There's Laura and Liam right by the
Laura. Hey, Liam. Hey, baby.
Pitiful. The jungle here. These are really pretty. And we have a lot of them in our yard. I don't know where they came from, but they're so pretty. I have a bunch of those. Now, fellas, when we're sticking our fingers places, we're gonna always look and mind that there's no poison ivy around, right? These are different little purple flowers, and they're very pretty. I'm not going back that far. I think all that's over here are the little purple flowers, so let's continue on. Now, the grass is a little shaggy, but it's not quite at the level where some of my favorite purple flowers would come out to play yet. It's really small.
Ooh.
Probably lose that one before we get it. Yeah, this is where I was going. I really like these. I don't know what they are, but I love them. Oh, now this is not as much stem as you need. I want to squash the rose. See, this has got a safety on it, by the way, so this is not going to cut Miss Amanda if I put it in my pocket. Might fall out of my pocket, but these are my favorites. These, I love these right here. These tiny little fellows. But there's not a ton of them right now because we've already mowed the lawn once or twice this year. There's some more purple ones. I found some really pretty ones over here that I didn't even know existed until I went looking. And they just mowed this side of the lawn yesterday, so it was super good. Over here. Please see these fellas. Now, On a side note, this is a grapevine, which is always interesting to find when you're out and about. You can tell because of the little wispy. See how it curls? And the very, very distinct shape of the leaves. Yeah. So look at these. I don't know what these are. I didn't even discover them until today. They're so pretty. I can't see if this is fuzzy or if this is gonna poke me. It's just fuzzy. Let me get a couple of those. Those are really pretty. You can press leaves too, but I mean, there's not much point in it. I don't think there's anything back in there except more of these little white ones. Take another clump. These are really so pretty. Let's onward. And of course, watch out for anthills
And snakes.
and snakes. Look at that fella. Look at that fella. Good night. Look at that one. Yikes. And I'm in Crocs too. Yikes. Now these are the same type of roses as my mom's, but they're not my mom's, so I'll leave them alone. Those are grandma's. Grandma's roses. I think there's anything I need over there. I'm going to beeline for this one here. We've got some different kinds of violet. Okay. Holly. Look at this, Jessica. Look, we got some holly over here. Oh, Jessica's friend. Right there. Right there. Let's see, where's a really good example? I can't hardly see.
What about this right here?
That's not a great example. Where's a... I found one earlier. I wanted to show them. Like, oh, it was over here. Collecting flowers and sticking your hands in like strange places, we're going to be careful. That fella, you see that? See how it's in groups of 3 leaves and they've got like mittens like this? Like they got like little thumbs right here? That, I believe, is going to be some poison ivy, and we're not going to mess with it. There's some more in there. A lot of times it'll have a little bit of reddish tint. See how it's red on the stems? And the oil from it will make you really itchy if you're allergic to it. And most people are. I am not. Miss Jessica has recently found out, to her misfortune, that she is. And when I say I'm not, it means I wasn't last time I checked. That can change. So we're not going to tempt fate. Do we have one that's kind of away from everything else? Because there was some.
They're all kind of
look at the holly.
intertwined.
Let's sneak and get this one right here. Really pretty one. All right. Honeysuckle and then honeysuckle. I don't know how honeysuckle will press, but I really like the flower. If you do find honeysuckle, this is what it looks like. The white and the yellow flowers, and it smells really good. And these are kind of wilted. I think they're because they're towards the sun. Let's see if we can find some nicer blooms. Yeah. There's one. And there's a way to eat them. Not eat them, but like eat the nectar from them. But I'm not going to show you that here because I don't want you to go around sticking random plants in your mouth. If your parents are with you and want to show you, that's brilliant. But Miss Amanda is not going to be responsible. Woo, there's a bee.
Yep.
Watch out for bees, but they're doing their jobs. This is where they live, and they're just minding their own business. Let's go, Preston. Jessica, come back! Jessica, come back! Okay, we're back inside. I've got my camera angled down, so I'm going to show you the different flowers we got. Now you're going to want to do this kind of right away. Shut the door. Kind of right away so they don't wilt. Let's see. Again, Get your parents to help you with this if you're going to do this. Now this is probably what's kind of holding the flower together. Whoop. So I'm going to cut off as much of that as I can, because that's where all the juice is going to be. It's kind of gross. I would have a thing for extras here. I'm going to cut off really as much as I can. Now you might just want... See, this is a really thin rose. If it's a really thick rose, I would recommend picking off a few petals. So I'm going to do that as well here. Alright, so now we have that one, and now I've got a couple petals. And what we're going to do is, alright, let's go ahead and do this one. If you want to make a card, you can use construction paper, like if this is going to be your Mom's Day card. And what we're going to do is, to protect the book, we're going to get some wax paper if you want. If not, then maybe just put the paper folded together and maybe just set the book on top of it instead of sticking it in the book like we're going to do. So I'm going to use wax paper so that it doesn't leak onto the... I see a little bug got in on the flowers. And what we're going to do is we're going to arrange it so that we're going to lay it flat, and then we're going to fold over, and we're going to try to hold it in place where we want it to be, because I'm planning on making that the cover of a Mother's Day card. But see, what we're going to do is once we press it, we'll take it and we'll fold it out so that's on the outside. And we'll have to tape it down too at that point. And let's see, what's my heaviest book? It's probably this one. We're going to go to the very middle. It'll be the Psalms if you got a Bible like this one, and we're going to make sure it's nice and flat. Now that was my fancy one. And that's probably the only one that really needed the wax paper. If you've got larger flowers like that, then for sure use the wax paper. And if you've got flowers that have stems, you might want to tape them in place. But if you're going to use them for a craft, then leave them where they are. If you're going to leave them on the paper, you're going to want to use tape. And when you press them, you're going to want to kind of arrange. See, I'm going to arrange it like this. So the leaf is, actually I kind of want it right here. Yeah, whoop, broke it. Oh well. Just like that. I'm going to put the honeysuckle down here. At this point, I'm just trying to save some paper, because otherwise it's going to take a while. Got a lot of these. Let me spread these out. I don't know how the clover is going to go, but I might need that on the next page. Alright, let's go ahead and make this the next page. Ooh, more honeysuckle. Let's go ahead and fold it. Let's get the book first. Now, some books, like, alright, see? We have right here the complete works of William Shakespeare, but it's a light, sort of a cardboardy cover, and it's very thin pages, so it's not actually all that heavy. What we have here, this is a leather-bound one, and the pages are gilded and thick. So this is actually, even though it's much smaller, this one's actually a little bit heavier. So for the larger flowers, you're going to want to go for your heavier books. I'm going to fold it over so careful. And you know what? You might actually want to arrange the flowers once the page is already in the book. I would have done that if I'd have thought of it. And the best thing to do once you have a bunch in here is to go ahead and take all the books that have flowers in them and stack them, because that'll add extra weight. So let's see. Let's do Shakespeare next. Like I said, it's not the heaviest, but since we're doing a lot and we've got some very small flowers, I'm going to do some small flowers in here. Let me put my safety back on my shears there. So, tape, then I'm going to fold it. Ooh, bumping my camera. Then fold it and put it in, and then I'll arrange the flowers. It'll be easier to arrange the flowers flatter if you go ahead and tilt one end up, which is blocking my light, but okay. Oh! I found some more honeysuckle. I really love honeysuckle, that's why I got a lot of it. See, that's a problem. Certainly a problem. Alright. See how the spine is a little crooked? That's my problem. And that's only because this is such a thick book. So I'm going to put it just over here to the side. And look at these. These are some of my favorites. Those will turn out nicely no matter what we do to them. Those can go together. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of wilty already. Took me a second to set up. Let's get some of my little tiny yellow flowers and put them here around the purple. I just think that's so pretty. I hope you can see. I can't really see from my camera angle right now. And some more of my little yellow ones. I'm going to put one down here with this one. Some bigger purples. Here's a smattering. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close that one. Put it on the stack. I've chosen to go more towards the end of this one, so maybe the spine will be able to stand up a little straighter, so it won't be as hard. Yeah, see, that's much better. A lot flatter. I'm going to go with some more of my white ones. Oh, that's so pretty. I'll do some clumps of them. Let's move that because I don't want the leaf there. I wanted to add an angle, though. You know, if you have trouble, all you have to do is boop. Problem solved. Yes. Alright. And some of my purple ones. I'm going to want to fold it. Put that one down. I'm going to want to fold this one on the stem and kind of crease it so it'll be facing the open page. Ooh. This one as well. Oh, these are the same type. No, just didn't do my hard work. Okay. I think that's all except the dandelion and the clover. I want to do those together, so I'm going to close it very gently. Hopefully they all stay like I want. Let's see. About this one. The clover and the dandelion. I'm going to do what I did to the rose. I'm going to do with the dandelion. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to snip off this part right here that's causing the trouble. And I'm going to try and do it in such a way that doesn't actually send all the flower petals scattering, but I didn't. Okay, so now you see I've got like a grass skirt of it. So this is going to be an interesting, this is a really interesting thing here. It's going to be like a rose. It's like its own little grass now. Anyway, I will see you guys in several days. I'm gonna see now all these have flowers in them. I'm gonna take and put another two good heavy ones on top, and we're gonna leave those for, well, I want this video out by Mother's Day, and it's already Monday, and I'll take a while to edit it and upload it, and Stephanie will probably put it up tomorrow night because she has to upload it too. And so I will probably get, I would probably say 3 or 4 days, and we'll check on the small ones. The rose will probably need like a week and a half, but we'll check on them. We can always close the books back up, but we'll check on them then. All right. See you. Wait. Where am I? See, probably way too close.